Yeah. And like, so we would just, okay.
Mm-hmm. So I got some information if I can find it. It's a printout. I should have got when you called me. I should have started looking for this stuff.
I've been so busy running around trying to get everything done. See, I still gotta go back over to my mom's because we started a garden. Me and my brother started a garden last year, and this gonna be our second year. We made it bigger, built a fence, doing a lot more. So I gotta go pick up the plants. We already put some in the ground. I gotta go pick up the plants that my mom got because I'm vegan now. I completely changed my whole everything. I don't eat the same, think the same, whatever.
Yeah.
So I've just been. I don't know. I feel like like it's a purpose. Like I don't know. I just feel different.
Yeah.
I feel differently about things and the way I look and view things.
Yeah. Well, you have to just kind of sit down and analyze things, when you're thinking different. You have to kind of figure things out. Look at like I said, when I first started this, and I started noticing people that's in the family. Notice the looks and everything. That's how I came up with how can George Pooh's family be so light-skinned, Peter Pooh's family be so dark-skinned.
Right.
That's when I saw this, it explained it.
Cause that's why when we looked at Martin, and we were looking at Martin, and we looked at Bethel. I'm like, well, Martin is dark.
Yeah.
Dark. And Bethel is light, and Claudie's light, and Parky's light, I think Claudia and Parky. No, Claudia and Parky are two different.
It was dark, a little bit darker.
But like Christopher Columbus was light. No, wait.
He was dark.
He was dark. But that's what we didn't know. But then, like I said, when I looked at George and James' brothers and sisters, George's brothers and sisters, for some reason, I just automatically assumed that he was the lone mulatto out of a white siblings, not the lone mulatto out of black siblings.
Yeah.
Which is different because that means we can come close to that's a better track to finding your mother.
Yeah.
That's it.
Now here's something else here you may want to look at in research. I got another distant cousin in Michigan, and they said this might not be Henry Crowder. They got him listed as mulatto. He lived in Millport, and they found him in Martin Pooh's family. Henry Crowder. Now he was married to, I won't say he was married to her, but Alona Crowder, the same last name, was in somebody else's household, in one of his brother's household, in one of Martin's brother's household, which would be, I don't know if it was Miles. Yeah, in Miles' household. You see Miles Pooh? You see Ilona Crowder? She was 68 years old.
Okay.
All right. Henry Crowder
was 55.
55 years old.
So that's
all right.
13 years.
Yeah. Now, my cousins say this is
Martin's
Lucinda.
mother.
No, Lucinda's mother. Lucinda married Martin.
That's not Martin Van?
No.
Okay.
No. Martin Vance was named after him.
Oh, okay. Okay, cause I'm looking, that's, okay, so
this is Martin.
So this 1870 we're looking at, this is in the house of Martin Van?
Yeah, this
No, because Martin Van was born in 1860. I'm tripping.
This is
In Georgia.
Henry Crowder was born in 1815.
Okay.
Now he's much older than George
Than Martin.
than Martin. So I was saying this might be their mother. And she married a Crowder. But my cousin said no, she don't think so. She think this is Lucinda's mother. That's why she's in the household.
So who is this Martin though? Cause
This is Martin is George's brother.
Oh, okay. Oh,
And George named one of his sons.
after Martin.
After
okay,
Martin.
cause okay, it's 1870. That's 1845. That's okay. 25 years. That's 25 years. That's 1870.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cause I was confused. Okay. So that's George's brother, Martin.
Yeah.
And this is the head of the household, Henry.
No.
Well, yeah, Henry Crowder, the head of the household.
No.
Oh,
No, he's not the head of the household. Let's see.
he was the oldest.
No, but he was in Martin.
No, cause Martin was 25 and he was 55.
Yeah, but he's staying with Martin.
Oh, he was staying with Martin,
Yeah.
George's brother.
Yeah. Now,
Oh, okay.
No,
I see
he's
what you're
with
saying.
Martin.
I see what you're saying.
he's with Martin. And Leona is with Miles.
George's other brother. No, that's George's son.
This is George's son. Yeah.
Yeah, that's George's son, Miles. So that's George's brother, Martin.
Mm-hmm. And this is George's oldest son. He was born in 1858.
Right. So Lucinda.
So we don't know about that because that's slavery, back in slavery, 1858.
But even if when they do the census, like even if they do the census after 1860, they can put
They
a birthday
back,
on it.
Yeah.
So, and now Lucinda Crowder was 68.
See now.
Leona Crowder was 68, and she lived in Miles' house.
Yeah.
Oh, the reason y'all saying that is because
She's
they
in
got the
this
same
family.
last name, and she's in his house,
Right.
and he's in this house.
Right. So they separated.
Right. But
So they gotta live somewhere.
Right. But your cousin is saying that is Lucinda's
Mother and father.
father.
Mm-hmm.
But wouldn't they? So who was Lucinda to Martin?
Wife. Martin married Lucinda.
Okay.
Now, I haven't looked up Lucinda.
I can. Okay.
If you research
right, Lucinda, I
it
can
might
find
tell
out
you who
if
she
that's-
were, if she was
Yeah.
in their household or not.
Okay.
But that's going way back. You can find that or not.
Yo, that's what it. That's gonna help because that makes sense though.
Yeah.
Especially because, like you said, she's in Miles and he's in Martin's,
Mm-hmm.
but they have the same last name.
Yeah. See, Miles is George's oldest son. You can keep that
So-
if you want to.
I'm not gonna try to deduct the reasoning because I was just gonna think like, okay, if that was their
But
mother.
just to give you something to go on, you know.
No, I'm just saying like if that was their mother, it would make sense that she would stay with Miles because that's the mother instead of staying with
Yeah.
Martin, which is George's brother. That's her son. No, wait. Martin would be her son.
This would, she would be.
That would be her grandmother.
This would be his grandmother.
Her grandmother.
Yeah. I think that's right. I got that right.
Yeah. That would be because that Miles is George's son.
Yeah, that would be his grandmother.
Right.
But they don't.
But Henry.
They don't list them
Right.
who they are. You know.
And Martin is. Now think about it like that. That might make sense. Well, but if that was her parents, why wouldn't she have her mother stay with her? That's why I said I'm not trying to reason. Their reasoning back then.
Yeah.
Like, because if that was, you would think that you would let your mother stay with you instead of putting your mother in a house where, you know.
Yeah. Now, the George Poole that came here, that's him right there.
Oh, okay. And now, wasn't his brother Herman one of the?
That's the son.
Herman
is his son.
Is his son. That's one of the inventors. He invented the
pulley. The three-wheel, the pulley. And then he had another brother named George.
So it was two Georges?
Yeah, it's another George. Well, there's a bunch of Georges.
Right. I didn't know they were brothers.
George got a son, George. George and Herman is brothers, and this is their father.
Are they still here? Like they're
dead.
No, not them. They're descendants. Still in Akron.
Yeah.
Who do we know? I mean, I know you do. Do I know them?
No, you don't know them.
Are they Pools or are they something?
No, they the reasons. Some of them are reasons. Some of them are. I think the last name. Lewis's. Herman's. Yeah. And this is George's daughter. Wilma Reeser.
Oh, okay.
This is George's daughter. This is another daughter. These are sisters. These two are sisters. And that's the other George. These are their brother. This is their brother. And I don't have a picture of Herman. But this is George. Now he's the one who used to come down and visit us in Mississippi.
Okay.
All right. Now, remember me telling you about that Wilson Poole? Here's that Wilson Poole. I just stuck him in here because I don't know if he's connected. I'm thinking he is connected through the
white side.
Yeah.
Where did you get what made you look at him as saying he might be?
When I contacted the people in Kansas City and Las Vegas.
Okay.
To get the information I got from them.
Right.
They was telling me about him. They sent me the obituary and everything, and that's how I come up with that. So all this, you know, that's my daughter there. That's when I went to the funeral for. And that's your sister. I got all of it here. And that's your grandfather.
Yep.
Remember the Albert Poole, the Albert Poole? That's his daughter.
Oh, we were just
talking about Albert.
We were just talking about Albert.
That's his daughter. And I don't have a picture of Albert.
Cause I think they say Albert was born in England.
1825.
No, I think one of the that was on Ancestry. They say he was born in England. That's why we thought that's another reason I thought
No, he wouldn't.
No, I know, but in one of the Ancestry.com we were looking at, they said all of George's half brothers, the ones that I seen that when he showed he was born in Virginia, they showed his half brother was born in England. That's another reason I thought they were white. Because they showed that they were born in England.
Yeah.
Because that okay. Yeah, so I don't think we gonna probably still use
You got
FamilySearch.org.
Yeah.
Because Ancestry seems like they changing it, especially from the stuff that you did till the stuff that we looking up now.
Who was you looking at?
We was looking at Albert because
No, I mean the program you have.
FamilySearch.org.
Oh, FamilySearch.org.
.org.
Uh-huh.
Cause hold on, we were just talking about it. Where is he at? All right, here we go. Oh no, I gotta go to my text messages. Okay. It says, we was talking about. He said he kept finding UK records for Albert that was born 3 years after George, and that's what he said. We were talking about. We need to dig up everything we can find on Albert.
Yeah.
And I told him that Lenore is the name that you gave for George. But this is after the first time I came up here and talked to you. And then he said, like the stuff that we was finding on Albert on Ancestry was saying that they was born in England, the UK. Yeah. So that's another reason I was thinking like, okay, all his brothers and sisters was white.
Yeah.
Because that's the stuff that we started finding. He said Martin Van. Okay, that's what you were saying. I was telling him what you were saying.
Yeah.
About Lenore Henry Crowder. The Crowder. But yeah, that's what we were talking about with Albert. That's why because I was thinking, and I'm like, okay, Albert.
You thinking he was white?
Yeah, because some of the stuff that we was finding, it said his birth record showed that he was born in England, and I'm like,
it might have been, but he was named after him.
Yeah,
we got our name for the white folks.
Right.
So that's why.
But they were saying it was Seth's son. That's why it was George's brother that was born in England. Because they say he was born 3 years after George.
Yeah.
And he was born in England. But that's why I was saying. Cause remember I said we found like four or five records. The one that you showed where George was born in Georgia and Jane was in Tennessee. Then we found 3 where George and Jane was both born in Virginia. Then we found one where George was born in South Carolina. And with that Seth Poole, the plantation dude there. And so I like that, and that's why. But like you said, there's a lot of the same names.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, so that's why we're just trying to get all the information and try to pretty much like, okay, this is what we think, and this is as a family, this is how we feel. This is what we think is the truth, or this is what we think it started. But that, like I said, the Ancestry.com, I'm probably not gonna. I still refer to them.
Yeah.
But because, like you said, the stuff that they putting on here after you put your information on there, because like I said, I found you couldn't even find George and Jane, George's sisters.
Right.
And I just looked it up, and I just pulled up. They were like, and I found it like that quick. But that's the same one that said that Albert was born in the UK.
Oh.
Which he, like you said, he could have been, but Dad was saying that George's brother, Albert, this dude, Albert, was born in the UK. The black dude, Albert, was born in the UK. Yeah. So, and if he was all black, and George was mulatto, and he was black, I don't think he would be born in the UK. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'll probably continue to use FamilySearch.org, because they've been giving us a lot more.
Now they could be talking about a different was it George?
That was born right, and that's what I was saying. But it was such a coincidence because it actually said George and Jane were married in Virginia when they were like 15.
Yeah. And
then the Hardys were in Virginia at the same time. And
they weren't married back in those days because they weren't allowed to get married.
They weren't allowed. Okay. That
what? Back in slavery.
Right.
I mean, you have to think about what time they're talking about.
Black people and
I don't recall them
to do that.
getting married back, and that's why I'm questioning the fact that Miles Poole was a brother, because he was born in 1858. Yeah, look at it. I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
You see Miles? Where's
Yeah.
Miles at?
Well, right here. Well, they got it listed at Myers.
Yeah.
But that's Miles.
Right. Miles. He was born in 1858. Now,
So that's still George's son.
that's what they say.
Right.
But if they wouldn't, it could be his son.
Because
Unless they wasn't in slavery. I'm assuming they was in slavery.
right. Because that's another. Because when I told him about this deed,
Yeah.
and that's why I asked you how you think they acquired the money. Because I know
He might not have
some
been in
slaves
slavery. I don't know.
were just indentured servants, or they
Yeah.
were able to buy it, or they
Yeah.
weren't,
They wasn't
fully.
Yeah.
They didn't receive the harsh
Like the other
punishment
one.
that
Yeah.
like the other ones did.
Yeah.
And that's why I was wondering, how did he acquire that money to buy the land unless they bought themselves out
Yeah.
of. Well, they didn't have. If they bought the land,
It could have been.
They didn't have to buy themselves out.
It could have been like, okay, like for instance, just say if I had a child out of wedlock. Okay, well I took care of the child.
Uh-huh.
All right. It could have been the fact that his daddy gave him the money to buy the land.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean?
That's what I thought too. That's why
Yeah.
and remember, because I think I asked you did George have any other brothers? Because I was
Yeah.
like, if he was the son of a slave owner, why would the slave owner give his slave son
Yeah.
the land to buy the money to buy the land if he had other children?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Yeah,
what.
that's the only son. He might have had more sons,
But they weren't.
But they
black,
wasn't black.
mixed. Yeah, they weren't. They didn't
Yeah.
have. Okay, and that just so. Yeah, that. Yeah, that's it.
that's it's a theory, you know.
Yeah,
Can't prove it.
Yeah, it's all like, but that's what I'm saying. Like, we got like information that our theories are a lot better than others.
Yeah,
Other people's theories.
yeah.
Like other people can say, yeah, that's my grandfather and his dad was, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like we can go back a little further.
But the
and
stuff
try
I
to
got
find
in
out.
here, when you leave George, when you read George's family, it's all accurate.
Right.
Okay, but before he married Jane, I don't know if that's accurate or not.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But all of this is accurate.
Right.
But now before, like this over here, I can't speak to that.
Right.
All I know, they were listed as his brothers.
And that's gonna be a help because I'm.
Yeah. But I get you, so you're more
Yeah.
on it than I am. So
Because I want to find his mother. I really want to find his mother.
if you can find that, I sure want to know too.
Yeah. I really want to find his mother.